Hello, my lovelies. This is going to be our weekly shadow work and guidance. So we're going to see what are some things that are holding us back, what are some things that are maybe triggering us that we need to actually work on. So I have a couple of decks out that we're going to use for that. This first one is called Conversations with Your Inner Self. It's the black and the white deck. So we're going to identify some things that are triggering us, and then the white card is how we integrate or we find the balance. The purpose of shadow work is so that you can come into alignment with your truest version of yourself in your highest timeline. So shadow work is absolutely important to your growth and development. Let's see, what do we have going on in the first week of the new year for our shadow work? What are some things that we need to work on releasing or acknowledging? What are some triggers that the collective might need to work through? And if these resonate, either sit with it or you can journal with it, do some deep breathing exercises to kind of release it, but honor the feelings that it triggers and understand why it's triggering you. Putting yourself last. Why are you putting yourself last, and why did you put aside your own needs? Very important. Inner conflict. What is your greatest inner conflict? Childhood activities. What activities did you enjoy as a child? What does this reveal about your inner child? Guilt. Think about a time when you felt guilt. What was happening? Anxiety. How do you cope with anxiety? Self-pressure. When are you the hardest on yourself? Masking. Do you ever feel like you're wearing a mask or playing a role? The color of. What color is your anxiety and why? All right, let's see how we integrate or find the balance. Purpose. What hobbies, subjects, or areas of life bring you the greatest sense of purpose? Feeling freedom. Think about feeling completely free. What images or memories come to mind? Subconscious mind. What might your dreams reveal about your shadow self? Ancestors. Think about your ancestors. What questions do you have for them? Jealousy. What can you do to manage your jealousy? Purpose. How can your shadow self help you understand your purpose? And the color of. What color represents your healing and why? And celebration. How can you celebrate yourself? All of these are great cards. I always love the cards that come out. All right, so let's dive into our shadow work. You guys know I like to start with the shadow side, the side that we keep hidden. So let's see, what are we hiding from ourselves or others this week? What are we hiding from ourselves or others this week? Ooh, interesting. All right, so Four of Cups. I feel like there could be some hidden desires when it comes to love. I feel like there could be an unexpected offer that maybe we're running from. So are you running from your feelings is kind of what I'm picking up right now. So let's dive into this. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups, the Fool. So needing to take a leap of faith, but not being willing to, or making reckless choices and decisions. The question is why? Why are we not thinking about this clearly and logically? Are we confused? Are we confused about our feelings? Are we confused about the next step to take? Are we confused as a whole in general of where we're supposed to go and what we're supposed to do? I feel like money concerns could be an issue. Maybe we've made some bad decisions when it comes to finances recently. We just got out of holiday season, so that could have really drained things, especially when things have already been tight. You may have also felt like you've missed out on an opportunity at like a promotion or a job, pay raise. So all of these are things that it's like, what is holding you back? Is it you that's holding you back? Because things are very stuck and stagnant currently as the situation at hand. So there isn't any progress. There isn't any forward movement. Why? Why is the real question. We're not taking a leap of faith. We're not trusting our own judgment, and we are definitely not stepping out of our comfort zone. So I feel like we could feel a little bit weak or defeated right now. Maybe we're being a little bit pessimistic. Maybe we're jumping into something that we're unsure of head first, and that's blown up in our face. So we need to kind of put up some barriers. I feel like we need to protect ourselves right now from anything that could potentially be harmful. So having your guard up or being skeptical is going to be important. I also feel like we could be dealing with some things like depression and anxiety, a lot of worry, feeling really pessimistic again about the outcome of things instead of happy about things. And I also feel like we've had our heart broken or our dreams have been shattered in some way. Maybe an offer that we really wanted to succeed didn't pan out the way that we anticipated, and now we're hesitant to jump back into another situation. I also feel like we could have been scammed or deceived by people with the moon being here. And so I feel like we've kind of halted forward progress as a result. So it's like we've been disillusioned. We've also had our dreams dashed or heartbroken. Just not a lot of great energy to start out with. So maybe these are some things that we're hiding from. So how do we restore the balance? All right, Knight of Wands, Hierophant. Interesting. Okay. I think some things are drastically about to change for you guys. All right. So somebody is about to speak up or take some action. Knights always bring news. So there is going to be some sort of news or forward prospects. However, I think that you're going to be a little hesitant to take that leap of faith with this person. I think for some of you, you already know who this person is. And so if you have a past with them, there may be some things that need to be resolved going forward. The Knight is not always in a period of where he can go forward into union. He's kind of the player energy. He's kind of the flight risk. He's somebody who's very... he likes to fly by the seat of his pants. He's somebody who's all in 1 minute and all out the next. So he's really back and forth, really wishy-washy. I feel like he's done some growing. I feel like divine intervention is stepping in with the Hierophant being here. And I feel like this person actually wants commitment now. So maybe they've changed their player ways and they actually see things as like, no, I want to settle down. I want to have a person in my life forever. And so maybe they're doing the work behind the scenes. The Eight of Cups says that you've walked away from this situation or this person. And so maybe it was a relationship that wasn't going anywhere that you've left behind. Maybe it was a person, maybe it was a job, but you're choosing to leave those things behind. This person's afraid to come forward with the Queen of Swords because she sees everything. So some of these cards are kind of funny depictions. She's got like one eye kind of open, not that you can see really clear on this, but she's holding a sword. So she's actually ready to off with their head sort of energy. She's very sharp-tongued. She's very critical, very analytical sometimes because she's protecting her heart. She's already had her dreams and her heart broken once, and she's like, nope, I'm not doing that stuff again. So I feel like she could be in one of two energies. She's either going to be kind of in this ruthless cutthroat energy where she's not taking any crap from anyone, or she could be doing the work on herself and she's all of a sudden in this nurturing, loving energy, which is what we're looking for. I feel like this is a side that you've seen of her, and that if you already know this person, you already know that this is who she truly is deep down, as she's this Queen of Cups. She's very intuitive. She's somebody who's very nurturing, very motherly. She's somebody that feels like home. She makes a great parent. She makes a great partner when she's in the positive energy. The Queen of Swords is a little bit colder than that, and I feel like it could be almost like Jekyll and Hyde. Like, it depends on the day, right? Which side of this person you actually see. Are you seeing the cold, analytical side that's more pessimistic and ready for a battle? Or are you seeing the soft, gentle side of this person who really wants to be open but is afraid to be hurt? And I feel like that this person has walked away because they're tired of the pain in their life. There is a chance for a leap of faith going forward, to try new things, to actually branch out. I feel like it's this fire sign energy, Aries, Sag, or Leo, that wants to come forward and take a leap of faith, but they are a little bit hesitant, so they're working on themselves. We have the Emperor. This is the divine masculine in tarot. He wants commitment. He's evolved. He's gone through all of the battles, and he knows what he wants. He's coming with a calculated risk. He is willing to take a leap of faith. He does want marriage and commitment. He is the father figure in tarot. He's also smart. He's calculated. He's passionate. He's affectionate. Like, he holds all of the king's power in him. So he embodies all 4 of the kings in tarot, which makes him a fantastic leader. He's a fantastic partner. He's somebody who's not afraid to take risks, and he knows what he wants, so he plans carefully to go and actually get those things. It's like a chess move. So I feel like this person's trying to calculate when's the best time to approach. We also have the 9 of Cups here. We had the 9 of Cups in here as well, which shows us that we had our heart broken and our dreams dashed once before, but that's about to change. So I feel like you're going to have a wish come true because you left something behind that didn't work, and you've done the work on yourself. If you're doing shadow work on a somewhat regular basis, you are healing these things within you. I also see the World, so that tells us that things are coming full circle, or you're completing a cycle. You're triumphing over difficulties and obstacles, and you're going to come out on top. The World is having the world in the palm of your hands. So you're going to have new opportunities to travel, work possibilities, more money coming in. Literally everything that you've worked so hard for creates that balance. On this card, it's kind of an interesting depiction. So we have like the sea turtle at the bottom here, and then we have what looks like 2 elephants, and then we have kind of a piece of the world, and we have a volcano or a mountain sticking out of the top with the sun here in the corner. So I feel like it's been a long time coming for these things to actually change and transform, kind of turtle speed going forward. The elephants never forget, right? The elephants have an ironclad memory, and they remember everything. So I feel like you're not going to just forget what's happened to you. So this person's going to have to do the work on their part in order to restore the balance for union to happen. And you may be carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So part of that is kind of learning to release things that don't work so that you can start your new beginning. But I feel like you're climbing that mountain. You're overcoming these challenges so that you can actually make some forward progress. And we have the 9 of Swords. So this is really an indication that some things have happened, and that you're not just going to jump in head first anymore. The 9 of Swords is a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, really not seeing things progress, sleepless nights, just constant mental anguish or mental battles. And I feel like you no longer wish to actually do those things. So what is our outcome for this reading? What do we need to know? All right. So we do have the opportunity for travel. We also have the opportunity to plan and set some goals. The 2 of Wands is thinking about the future. What does that look like for you? What do you want that to look like for you? We just started a new year. There's new energy. Most of the planets, I believe, are finally going forward instead of in retrograde. So that gives us the added little push from the universe to finally make forward progress. So I feel like you need to use this time to plan and set some goals. In winter time, I would say it's a time of planning and hibernation and rest and recovery. And then come the spring equinox in the middle of March, I think that we need to actually start working towards these goals in the physical. So now is a great time to plan. What do you want the next 12 months to look like? What does your future look like in the next 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years? What do you want those things to look like? And start planning and setting some goals. And then slowly, as we emerge into spring, make some of those things start to happen. Maybe you take this time in winter to really get physically fit, or to change your appearance in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you're leaving a dead-end job or a lousy relationship, and you are just focusing on you. All of those things are okay, but you need to set some goals in order to achieve them to go forward. So I'm not big on New Year's resolutions. Most people don't keep them past a month. So set goals instead, because I feel like more people are apt to achieve the goals that they set out for themselves. We have the Wheel of Fortune as well. So I feel like no matter what these goals are, if you're willing to put forth the hard work and effort, that you're going to be successful, but the wheel is spinning in your favor. This is an 8-year in numerology. So 2024, if you add all the numbers together, equals 8. So what that means in numerology is abundance. So some things are drastically going to change for the better. And I feel like that this is much needed and that you've worked very hard, or that you soon will, to achieve these. We have the 7 of Cups. You may also end up having a lot of options when it comes to love. So very important that you choose wisely about what it is that you want and who you get involved with before you take that leap of faith. Excuse me, I have hiccups. The Ace of Coins. So there could be a new prospect of a job coming in, something that's very much beneficial to you. Could be better pay, better hours, could be your dream job that you're looking for, but this is a gift of abundance from the divine. So definitely investigate any new offers that come in, because I feel like this could be really, really good for you. And we have the 10 of Wands. So this is telling us that we are letting go of heavy burdens. Remember how I was showing you that on the World card, we have the weight of the world on our shoulders? We're letting go of that. We're deciding that that's not where we want to be, and that we would rather have things be in a flow state. So I feel like in the next couple of weeks, as we plan these goals and we set some standards for ourselves to achieve, that we're also going to have to delegate and take stock. Okay, what's working, what's not? What's weighing me down? What's dead weight that I can cut away? Because in order to achieve our goals, we cannot take everything and everyone with us to the next level. All right, King of Serpents. So again, turtle, we have that slow and steady wins the race, right? In order to achieve your goals, it's going to take effort and action on your part. So be willing to do those things, knowing that if you put in the time and effort, you will be successful, and that the wait is almost over with the 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in, but you do have some sort of decision. You are at a crossroads that you need to make a choice. So make it from a place of logic and understanding. I feel like you have all the tools at your disposal to make a wise choice. So just think about it before you actually do anything, and decide what's going to work best for you. For some of you, you do have a new love offer that's coming in with the Knight of Cups, and that shows that this person actually does want something serious with you. Be cautious of authority figures this week. The King of Swords is really analytical and logical. He can be a bit cold, a little abrasive, a little tough to deal with, so watch out for that. And the 3 of Coins tells us that teamwork will make the dream work. So you will have to collaborate with others. And it looks like we have a wish fulfillment that's coming in divine timing. This is Aquarius energy with the star. We are entering into the age of Aquarius, where a lot of things that were, in the ethers and intangible will soon be in our 3D reality. That we are starting to learn to pour into our own cup first before we can give to another. And that the star tells us not to lose hope, because our wish fulfillment or achievement is within reach, and it's going to give you a reason to celebrate. That's what I have for your weekly shadow work. I hope something resonates for you. If it does, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Have a great week.